Wow. An MVP trophy? I always wanted one of these.
Sorry, that's mine. That's mine.
Sorry, Mr. Tate. Ooh, a coffee. Oh, a Mr. Football trophy. I always wanted one of these. Oh my God, it's so hard to get one of these.
Hey man, I think that was mine. Yeah, it's mine.
Yeah. Sorry, Mr. Hernandez.
It's all good. It's all good.
All right. Man, I'm having a long day. I can't get a break. Whoa, I just got my break. All-Star jersey? Official Mr. Foot. Wait a minute. I know those guys are nearby.
Man, we need our jerseys, man. We need it for the frame. We need it for the frame.
Man, I'm just having a devil of a time.
Because you're not a red devil.
Alright guys, this whole week on the JS Report, I got some special guests named Oziel Tate or Mr. Oziel Hernandez. Guys, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
First of all, my first take will be talking about the All-Star game with y'all. Y'all ended up being on the winning team, for one thing. So Oziel, I'm going to start out with you, being the MVP of that All-Star game. How does it feel, first of all, to play with your fellow teammate right here and talk about your other players that you enjoyed with the brotherhood that you saw like from other rivaling schools and just other teams in general?
It was great. I mean, it was a good team that, you know, that was put together. You know, they all ballers. They were smart. You know, they want to come out here and win. You know, we was out there, you know, having fun, but at the end of the day, we wanted to win. You know, we wanted to win on Saturday. So it was just, you know, how they came together. Man, I should have thought about this.
Like any like you saw some players throughout the year on highlights, you know, whatnot. Like give me some players that you say that were surprised you might be in that All-Star game that you haven't really seen up close and personal until that game.
I could definitely say Tristan, number 1, Ramon, the DB number 8 from Bartlett, and Deshaun. Those were guys that really surprised me when it came into this game.
So how did it feel like being MVP of that game?
It felt great. I mean, I gotta thank, you know, Coach Thomas and for you know, putting me in that position for me to you know, provide and excel how I did on the field. You know, I give it all to them. You know, they gave me ways to score and they gave me the opportunity to show off what I got.
I just want to say congratulations on winning that MVP award, and enjoyed watching you in that All-Star game as well, because you pretty much did everything. You did it by running, you did it by passing, and I think your passing showed up as well throughout the year as well for you to get that college offer that you wanted throughout the last 2 years. And we'll talk about that later on, but congratulations again to that MVP award. Mr. Hernandez, talk about your kicking ability in that game. I know you saw a kick 6.
Yeah.
But it's the Auburn, Alabama recall. But
yeah.
Just talk about, you know, how important was to see you playing that All-Star game in the city of Memphis as well with some your coworker or your co-partner here,
Yeah.
Mr. Tate.
Well, for me, it was a great experience, even though the kick 6, you know, it was a huge misunderstanding between the rules of the game. But it was very good for me because I got to see, like, how I can kick from the 35, which is what they do in college. And I feel like I was getting them closer, but it's just a lot of hard work. I have to put more in order for me to get there. And it was a good game. You know, I scored the field goal right after Max scored his, and it was a pretty good game. Yeah.
Anything else stood out to you, like any players in general that you haven't got to get to see up close and personal?
To be honest, the whole team. You know, I'm a kicker, so I don't get as close as the players as I want to. You know, to play and stuff. But they all stood out, and I like how they all believed in me. You know, everybody was like, they'll see me warm. Well, at practice, I'll be like, oh, like when they'll see me hit it like a 50-yarder. You know, I'm just kicking, warming up and stuff. And then I just like how they all had faith in me.
I just want to tell you, I enjoyed watching you in that All-Star game as well. Although it was kind of like a cold, raining game, you know, that day as well, guys. I just want to say congratulations on being on the All-Star team as well over the years as well. I've enjoyed watching you in that game as well. So keep up the good work on that one. That's my take one this week. All right, guys, my take two this week, we're going to do a little bit of season recap action with Mr. Hernandez and Mr. Tate here. Mr. Hernandez, I'm going to start out with you. I talked to you a couple weeks ago regarding some interesting games throughout the year, but don't spoil it for this guy right here because we already talked about the Whitehaven game with him or with you, but I haven't got his side of the story yet.
Yes, sir.
But he's talking about some key wins that y'all got throughout the season that a lot of people are like, Germantown could be back.
The biggest key win was the win that we started the season off with was when we beat Christian Brothers. And I feel like following that up, we beat Whitehaven. And I just feel like all of that played a huge part in people actually starting to believe in us again.
And that MUS win,
Oh yeah, that MUS win too.
Don't forget, like I told y'all, like off air or whatever, tougher games can get y'all ready for the postseason, and whatnot.
Yes,
because by playing these private schools like Christian Brothers, MUS, can get y'all ready for the league schedule in general.
Yes, sir. Most definitely.
Talk about y'all finished the year 10-3. But just talk about as a whole. I know y'all went to that first playoff game in Ravenwood, which y'all are driving 3 hours on the game day, which is first of all a tough thing to do because you gotta prearrange your meal skills, and stuff like that. Just talk about that hostile environment in Nashville where y'all pulled it out in that victory against Ravenwood as well.
Well, for me, the environment was crazy. I actually like the environment, and like it was a good game. We came out there. We came out there ready to play. We came out there ready to win. And me personally, I had a bad game, but I ended up making up for it towards the end of the game because I was able to kick the field goal to seal the game actually.
All right, Mr. Tate, I'm gonna put up the spot on you. Favorite game of the year for you?
Favorite game. I have to say Whitehaven. I mean, that game, the environment was just wow. I mean, we had a good season opener. Game of the week. On a Saturday, everybody, we was on the team playing, but that Whitehaven game is just different. It was kind of personal with me and the team and with Coach. How Coach Gene used to play under Coach Charles Barron over there with them. Coach Harmon used to coach over there, and it was just the atmosphere of it was just different, and how we pulled off at the end of the game with that hook and ladder. That was just beautiful. Called up to perfection by Coach Cobb, and that game was just back and forth all the way into the end. We pulled it off.
Yeah, especially that SEC environment and that one. I hate I missed it because of work. But I saw the highlight when I got off work. I'm like, can I just call it work one time? But talk about, like we just talked about with him, going into Nashville on the day of a game, driving 3 hours on a bus and whatnot, and just going into that hostile environment.
I mean, it was different. Just walking in and seeing how Ravenwood and they the how could I put this, the support they had from their school and their the surrounding area,
alumni.
It was crazy. They had a lot of people there at that game, and we went into there knowing we was gonna have our back against the wall, and I mean we opened up at the gate, putting up 14. Our defense hung them to none. So it was just surprising that we came to ball, and we weren't gonna let down just because our people talk to us.
All right, toughest team to prepare for as a quarterback in that league.
Really, I would have to say MUS, because MUS had us. They held us to 0. Scoring on offense, it was hard to play. Their defense was incredible. Best defense I played against in a while. They had answers for all of our formations, all of our plays. It was really hard to get going, but we did enough to pull out at the end of the game.
Do you have a favorite region win over the years?
Reason.
As you're a senior?
I just got to give it to that game. Most exciting game I'd played ever in my life.
Absolutely. And congratulations on that comeback and that hook and ladder.
Yes, sir.
Favorite region win in your 4 years at Germantown?
It has to be the Whitehaven game. Well, you said what?
Region, like Whitehaven, Cordova, and all them.
Let me think. I'd say Whitehaven game. Yeah.
I know y'all fell short in that Bartlett playoff game, first of all. I was kind of torn. I'm a Bartlett alum, first of all. Y'all know that. But I'd rather to keep going like several overtimes, first of all, Just talk about like, what could like a junior or sophomore or freshman learn from that game as well? What can y'all tell them to still get, that's probably not over that game in general yet, which some people might not be. What can you tell your underclassmen?
Just to keep working. Don't just because we getting close to the end of the season, it's time to kind of let up. We kind of got tired. I could say that, and our mindset wasn't there as it was. Against Houston or Ravenwood, and we went to that game kind of dead. And I was just like, keep your energy up and keep working. Don't give up. No matter how close we are to the finish line, we just keep pushing.
What about you?
I'd say you need to stay on your 10 toes at all times and always pay attention, because there was a lot of miscommunication in that game, and I feel like you have to always be on point, always be on 10, and just keep your mindset in the right place, man, because your mind can go anywhere. And I just feel like if you stay focused on what you really want, you're gonna get it.
All right, that's my take 2 this week. All right, guys, my take 3 this week, we're going to talk about some legacy.
What else here?
Huh?
What was here?
I don't know. I haven't seen him in like 10 minutes.
Show off.
Show off.
Hey, have y'all won one of these?
Absolutely not.
Gotta embrace the moment.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
You wanna touch it?
No, I'm good.
You sure?
How about you?
Nah. I'm good.
All right, talk about your legacy, Mr. Tate at Germantown.
I can't stop. I gotta start over but it was great. We had a good freshman year. My freshman year was an awesome one. We went, I think, 9-1, and we lost to Christian Brothers. It was a great freshman season. Everybody come together. Really, that's what started this 2023 year. This 22-23 year is that freshman class. We really got together quick. We gelled fast, and that was really the start of how we produced our senior season. And it was sad that we didn't get to play any football our sophomore year due to COVID. So that kind of took our morale down and our focus. But we bounced back our junior year. We went I think 10-3 again. That year, we had Cody Jones, Malik Young, Clay Brooks, and all them, and just Coach Jean's first year, really a coach at Germantown. Coaching the full season. That was just beautiful. That whole season, we had ups and downs. We fought through adversity time and time again. and that just set us up for a better year, our senior year, and I can really say like, my guys at Germantown, this class of '23, was really different. I mean, those guys, we fought through a lot together, and I just wish, that Germantown can stay open, and more guys could come in like that, because that's just what Germantown's about. It's a brotherhood and a family, and to be a part of that as a quarterback is just wonderful. Just to be around these guys, just to be around Coach is different. It's a different atmosphere. You never know what you're gonna come into. Every day is just, what's up next, and I'm happy to leave, something behind, for Germantown, and to be able to, put a stepping stone towards our end goal, and that's just to be number one. And I hope that we can, keep that school open and do what we need to do.
What kind of impact has Coach Gene Robinson made for you?
Coach Gene, he did a complete 180 with me. I mean, he flipped me. I mean, when I walked in, he came in my 10th grade year, and he introduced himself, and I was just, I'm a little scared, timid little guy, little. And Coach Gene, he pushed myself to be, a man, a leader, to be that guy that everybody can look to and just be a dog. I mean, those days we had not knowing we was going to be able to play our 10th grade year, it was just, we had to keep fighting. And I mean, still after that, when we was told we wasn't going to have no season, we, Coach Gene still made sure we got out every day, worked our tail off, pushed ourselves to the very edge. And I'm just grateful that, he came to Germantown and he didn't go nowhere else. Because, I mean, I wouldn't be here really without him.
Absolutely. Good statement. Mr. Hernandez, talk about your legacy.
My
Other than this right here, of course. No, I'm kidding. You probably can talk about that all you want.
Well, my legacy began my freshman year. I didn't expect to go to Germantown High School whatsoever at all. And when I got there, I wasn't meant, I had gave up on football by then. I wanted to play soccer. I was like, that's my only sport. But something clicked in my head. I was like, man, I'm going to give it a try, man, freshman year, So I came in, I was like, I'm just be a kicker. That's it. And so I chose to be a kicker, and like my teammates, they'll see me kick and be like Jesus, like man, like he's just a freshman. I was kicking 40-yard field goals as a freshman, and my teammates, they all believed in me, man. They all helped me, kept pushing. And like Isaiah said, sophomore season, we didn't have a season, but we got introduced to Coach Gene. And true story, when Coach Gene came in the auditorium, I sat in the front row. He looked at me dead in the eyes and said, "You need to get in the gym." I was like, man, but
Called you out just like that.
yeah, just called me out. I'm like, man, I'm just a kicker, man. No other position. So, and actually, Coach Gene, he helped me actually take the sport serious. At first, I was like, this is just kicking. I'm just kicking, just doing something for the football team. But it made me feel like I want to go to the next level. And when he gave me number 14, I would see the banner on the football field. We actually have a banner of a player that used to play for Germantown who's number 14 on our football field, and I'll be like man, I want to be like that one day, I want to be able to leave something at Germantown, that has to deal with me as a player. And yeah, man, like this all this kicking stuff, it's been real good for me.
And then winning Mr. Football.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I didn't see it as well. Now I know that it's such a big deal, and like I'm very, very happy I was able to get this. But when Coach Gene first brought it up to me, I was like Mr. Tennessee, Mr. Football. I don't know what that is. So I'm like, okay, I guess, yeah, it's just a reward, I guess. So I looked it up, and then I see people with these big old trophies, man. I'm like, I want that to be me one day, I want to be able to keep performing to the point where I get to that stage and whether I'm just a finalist or whether I win, you know, I just want to be proud of myself to just even make it there, you know.
Absolutely. All right, a trivia question before I ask you about Coach Robinson. The last kicker in the Memphis area, you might have saw this on Twitter, so don't say it. The last kicker for the Memphis area, what year was it that won Mr. Football?
2005.
All right, you saw a tweet from Marvis.
I knew it. Hey, that's the year I was born too. So, you know.
But yeah, we have some great kickers in this Memphis area, you know, throughout the last 27 plus years that I've been around, or 37 years of my life, covering or being born for 37 years, and then watching high school football over the last 20 years in the city of Memphis. We have had some great kickers, from Max Gilbert to you to Mike Jasper that played at Ridgeway and LSU. What kind of encouragement can you say for Coach Robinson was the impact on your life?
Well, for one thing, he would put faith in me no matter what. We would be at practice. He was like, "Hey, put it on the 50. Put it on the 50." I'm like, I haven't even practiced this, bro. Like, you putting me on the 50, I haven't even. So I'll just, he'll put his faith in me into kicking really wherever he wants. He's like, put the ball on the 40. And I'll go up there and kick it. You know, I'll score it, or either I score it or I'll miss it. He'll still pat me on my back and be like, you got it next time. You know.
Absolutely. Coach Robinson, I tell you what, if you're watching this later on, which I'm sure you will, you had some two great leaders of Germantown High School come out of the school, and Isaiah Tate and Mr. Hernandez right here. So that's my take 3 this week. All right, my take 4, my final take of this week, guys. What's next for y'all?
Well, for me, I'm looking forward to playing college football. Right now, I'm not decided yet where I want to go, but I'm still looking forward to bringing in more offers and actually picking somewhere to go to continue my career.
How hard has it been this year in general with all the transfer portals and the NILs and maybe coaches reaching out?
Well, believe it or not, some people feel like it's not as hard for kickers, but this year it's been really tough for kickers because most college coaches, they prefer a kicker who's already experienced, and there's a lot of kickers in the transfer portal just as much as they're like quarterbacks, wide receivers, running backs. So it's like people believe it's not as hard on kickers, but it's even harder because coaches are looking for the experienced guys more.
Do you think you'll probably be playing soccer in the spring?
I'm looking forward to it, but so far I haven't gotten a word on soccer, but I'm very much looking forward to playing soccer. Finishing my high school career off with at least hopefully a district champion or something. Well,
keep us posted on whatever happens. We're here for you all throughout the way, and good luck to you at the next level. All right.
Appreciate you.
Mr. Tate, I guess you're going to you want to tell our fans where you're headed next year?
Next year I'm heading to North Alabama. Committed now, be signing in February, and I just really want to go down there and change the program. As you know, this year wasn't too bright for us, but I was blessed with the opportunity to get an offer from North Alabama before the transfer portal was really booming, and I feel bad, almost kind of sort of, because not everybody has that same opportunity I did, and it's really tough for guys like most of all my other guys on my team to actually get an offer because most colleges are not actually going really coming to high schools now. They just send in their office looking at the transfer portal like who can I take from there. And I feel bad that not most of my other guys might have that same opportunity I did. And really, I can all just say I'm blessed. God put me in a position where I can use my talent and, really, provide and excel of where I'm going. And I just like to thank, the old coaching staff of North Alabama for giving me that position. And, I'm happy that, Coach Dearman, he brought in some new guys, but he still, called me and said he wanted me to still, come down to North Alabama. and just that's where I want to be. You know, I really want to change that program and do the best I can down there. You know, just go win.
Absolutely. Now, don't know if you noticed or not, but I think North Alabama could be recruiting a little bit more in the Memphis market soon because the Brighton coach just took a running back coach.
Coach Cruz.
Yeah.
Yeah. Coach Cruz, he came back to see me the week before Christmas break, and they talked. They really was gonna try to hit this Memphis area hard. So I hope I get some of my guys down there with me, and just ball out.
Absolutely. And I think if anybody wants to come see him play, it's already finalized. Hopefully they'll still have it scheduled 2 years from now in 2024. Memphis hosts North Alabama again on August 31st. So hopefully if anybody wants to go see Isaiah Tate on the sideline or either on the football field playing quarterback for them, go support the local product. And Mr. Tate, and Mr. Hernandez, like it brought up, did leave a legacy in the Memphis area as well the last 4 years. So guys, Happy New Year to both of y'all. And Happy New Year to all the listeners on the JS Report. And I hope everybody had a great holiday over the weekend as well. And we'll look forward to seeing y'all in the 2023 next week.
Y'all are still here. Really? I can't get the trophy. I can't get no love because I'm not a Red Devil.
Sorry.
How about show y'all a little love from West End Media? Get out of my office. Get out.
It's like that. You for real? Like for real?
Yeah, get out. Bye-bye.
Should have been a Germantown Red Devil.
Oh, that Red Devil stuff. Okay. Let me bring the camera back over here. They're gone. Okay, I ain't gonna lie. It was an honor to have them here. How often do you get the presence of a Mr. Football winner and an All-Star MVP winner? So, they're right. You have to earn those kind of things, and I haven't earned them. So I'm sitting here humbled by these Germantown Red Devils, and I hope in their future they'll have a true legacy where kids at Germantown High School 10, 20, 30 years from now can see the number 14 jersey hanging up there. When Isaiah goes off to the NFL after his career in North Alabama, and he's the next big dual threat quarterback, and he gets to come back to his high school and give a positive talk. And Coach Robinson built something so quickly with these young men that they had a very special season. So it's very special to have them here in our office here today and to touch the trophies and all that kind of stuff. But I would conclude by saying this right here. It's a new year and a new beginning. We're going to see how everything shakes out for the 3 Gs in Germantown, Lucy Elementary out there in Millington, all these things, because there are real-life consequences. But sports helps us get away to escape and enjoy our holiday season. Bowl games, I think the Liberty Bowl is going on right now. You get to enjoy all these bowl games and this and that. And the 2 young men that we have here today, we're going to hear their names in the future real soon. And I can say I met them. And you can say I watched them on the JS Report. And then you can just say I saw them at Walmart, this and that. You never know when you're walking into greatness. But sometimes it's evident because they bring in the hardware to show it. But here at the JS Report, we've been very honored to have 2 special Red Devils here. And they're going to help us wish you a happy new year going into 2023. Hopefully we'll see Mr. Hernandez out there on the soccer field. And hopefully Mr. Tate can score us a couple tickets to that Memphis game when they try to pull off the upset on those Tigers. But we want to say thank you. And hey, Jonathan, great job on connecting with these young men and young ladies out here and making them feel special because they are truly special. That's why the JS Report is here. And Jonathan's going to stay on that grind. And like he said, we see you next week, which means we'll see you next year, which we'll see you in 2023. We out.